Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Football. Uh, on today's episode, we're going to discuss our picks for week 2 of the NFL season.
Yep.
Um, Unfortunately, we had some audio issues in our video on Sunday, on the Sunday games and the Monday night game.
Yep.
So we may not be able to have that video up for the public to view. Um, we're trying to figure it out, but I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna be able to post that video.
If we do, it'll be up. But if not, that's why some audio issues. It wasn't sounding very good.
But we got it figured out for the future. So for today's video, let's get right into our picks, starting with the Giants Washington game. Now,
Ooh.
both teams had pretty good defensive stands last week. Both teams lost.
Hmm.
Um, but their defenses looked pretty good. The Giants had a better offensive day.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Washington ran the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted between this. Both teams have their things. I think the Giants will pull it out. Like Washington, Ryan Fitzpatrick just got hurt.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, Washington's on a backup quarterback, so yeah, I'm probably going to give it to the Giants for that.
yeah, Henneke played pretty fine on Sunday, but and I think the Giants are a little bit of a better team. The defenses are almost equal, and I think the Giants have a better offense right now. So
Yeah. All right, Raiders Steelers. Both teams won.
that could be a good game.
That could be a pretty good game for
I
sure.
think I think both teams pulled out an upset. I would say. Uh, the Steelers were down like the whole first half, and they weren't playing very good. Didn't look like. I mean, even if you go and look at the stats, it looked like Buffalo probably won that game. They had like 190 more yards or something, like 5 more yards off or 5 minutes more time of possession, uh, and stuff like that. But they didn't run the ball. Josh Allen, even with the extra yardage and stuff like that, he had 51 throws. They should have ran the ball and ran it out and stuff like that. Pittsburgh was able to complete the comeback, and same with the Raiders. They were down 14-0 in the first quarter, I believe, and the whole first half was all the Ravens, and they had quite the crazy game. Went to OT and pulled out the upset there. So um, I think the Raiders are probably going to win. I just think they're a little bit better of a team, I guess. And I think the Steelers got. I don't trust their offense. I don't trust the Steelers' offense too much. Uh, their defense is good, but I don't trust their offense quite as much as the Raiders' offense. Once again, the Raiders are a little more inconsistent, but
Yeah,
I think I'm going Raiders.
yeah. I think if the Raiders have one of their good days, um, they can pull it out. Now, as you said,
Absolutely.
they are pretty inconsistent, but I am going to give it to the Raiders for this week.
Hmm. And
And
the Giant Washington game is the Thursday night game, by the way.
right,
So we'll be talking about that one on Thursday night.
yep. And 49ers Eagles.
Wait, so did you going with Raiders, right?
Yeah,
I kind of messed it
Raiders.
up then.
Yeah,
Okay,
Raiders.
right.
49ers Eagles. Well, the
Yeah.
49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo looked pretty good. He only threw one touchdown, not,
Hmm.
but other than that, he looked pretty good. The
The
49ers
the
offense,
Eagles the Eagles looked pretty decent in week one too. I think they surprised a decent amount of people. I think you went with the Falcons, right? You thought the Falcons were going to
I
beat them,
did, yeah.
and I went with the Eagles, and the Eagles kind of blew them out. So I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, I'm going to give it to the 49ers in this game.
the Niners on paper are better, but I don't know if I can trust them. You know, I think I might go with the Eagles. I might go with the. I think the Eagles might pull out an upset here.
It would definitely be an upset.
Absolutely, I would agree.
I think the Niners got this one. Ooh, Texans Browns. The Browns are gonna get their first dub of the season. They're all around a better team
Yeah,
here.
probably the Browns. The Texans did play really well in Week 1, but it was against Jacksonville. Not that great of a team.
Right.
Cleveland played pretty well in Week 1 against a really
Kansas
good team
City.
against Kansas City. So
Right. Yeah, I think the Browns definitely got the first win of the season.
I think the Browns should definitely win. I think they have the better defense. They have the better offense. And I mean the Texans, I believe they have a rookie head coach this year. So I think the Browns overall
right
are just better.
Broncos Jaguars.
Broncos.
Yeah, the Jaguars just are not good, man. Trevor Lawrence can throw that ball, but he, he's got to get his confidence.
Yeah, I mean their line still isn't very good. He's gonna be running for his life like he was.
Right.
He needs to limit some of the risky throws down because from what I saw, all 3 of those interceptions pretty much looked like his fault. So for the most part, they're pretty bad throws. I understand he's under a lot of pressure right now. First pick of the draft, shitty team. Physical pressure in the game. You know the defense, their offensive line's not very good. Yeah, I think and the Broncos have a pretty good pass rush, so
yeah,
I think it's just going to be pretty much exactly what happened Week 1 for the most part. Is there's gonna
the Broncos are gonna take this one.
Yeah, he's gonna be running for his life. I think
Saints Panthers. That's another easy one for me. The Saints are gonna take that one by a lot.
I think the Saints will also take it, but I don't necessarily think by a lot. I don't think the Saints are going to quite play as good as they did Week 1, and the Panthers usually have a pretty decent defense. I still think the Saints will win, but do you consider 2 touchdowns a lot? I think it'll be 2 touchdowns. I don't know what you're thinking of a lot.
I'm thinking at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Okay. Yeah, they got the better coach. They got not really the better running back. I'd say McCaffrey's better than Kamara, but Kamara's still really good. The Saints are just a better team. They should win it. They should pull it out.
Rams Colts. That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, that should be a good one, especially because there was a lot of trade rumors with Stafford to the Colts.
Yeah,
and stuff, and they went with Carson Wentz instead. You know, is Stafford going to take some offense to that? Did he really want to go to the Colts before the Rams? Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's living it up in LA, man, and I think
absolutely.
I think he looks the best he's ever looked.
Yeah, he looked pretty great. He looked pretty great on Sunday. Pretty efficient.
If he keeps playing like that and that team keeps playing like that, I think the Rams are going to take this one.
Yeah, absolutely. The Colts are a pretty good team, but it looked like Carson Wentz was under a lot of pressure last week. And I expect relatively the same, unless their O-line starts playing a lot better. He might be running quite a bit because the Rams definitely have a pretty good defense. So, I think the Rams will pull that one out. Ooh,
man,
this game.
The Patriots and the Dolphins got 2 rivalry games in a row.
I see that.
But the Dolphins Bills, that's going to be a pretty good game. I think the Bills will win. They should. The Bills.
I don't know, man. They played pretty disappointing on Sunday. If they play like that again,
Right.
The Dolphins might pull it out, but I don't think the Dolphins didn't play
Incredible.
too great
they played
either.
the Patriots.
Yeah, and they won by 1 point.
Right.
And from the highlights I saw, Tua's arm looked like a noodle arm a little bit. He was struggling pushing it past 30 yards. So I don't know. I think the Bills should win it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but who knows?
They should have won. They should have won last week. So
right. Patriots Jets. That's not going to be a fun game to watch.
I think the Patriots should win it.
Yeah, I think probably. The Patriots should probably win it. But
they both have rookie quarterbacks. But the Jets have a rookie coach as well. I think the Patriots are just probably a better coached team, a more well-run team. Probably a better defense as well. The Patriots should probably pull it out.
Yeah. Bengals Bears.
I'm going Bengals.
I think the Bears have a better defense.
I would definitely agree with that. But I don't know. The Bears' defense was they weren't looking very good against the Rams.
Yeah,
they there was a lot of blown coverages. There was just, I mean,
yeah, that's the only thing.
They were getting some pressure, but I mean, Stafford was doing good at avoiding the pressure. And I expect Burrow to relatively do the same. Obviously, this is only his second year, so he might not read the pressure as well, but I'd say he's just as mobile, if not more mobile than Stafford, so probably a little more mobile. So he should be good at relatively evading the pressure. But the Bengals still don't have a good O-line, so as long as the Bears can get the pressure and get sacks on them and stuff like that, they might be able to pull it out, but I think the Bengals are going to win it. I think they have better momentum right now. Like they were playing pretty decent last year before Burrow got hurt. And I think they're ready to get back into it with Joe Burrow. They played pretty good last week against the Vikings.
I don't know, man. I think if the Bears defense plays well, I think we're gonna see a Bears win here. So.
Yeah, I would agree, but I don't know if we're going to see that.
Right, I'm going to go with the Bears. Just because I think on paper they should win it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bengals on that one.
Falcons Buccaneers. That's an easy one. That is an easy one.
The Falcons.
The Buccaneers, baby.
Yeah, the Bucs should definitely win.
Tom Brady and the Bucs, they should have no issue here.
The Falcons' defense is pretty not good at all. Their offense is still pretty decent on paper. Matt Ryan's still not bad. Calvin Ridley has done pretty damn good next to Julio Jones. But obviously they don't have Julio there to take the number one corner away from Calvin. He's like the number one wide receiver now. So we need to see him develop and become the true number one wide receiver there. But yeah, the Bucs. I mean, they brought everybody back from the Super Bowl team. Yeah, they just lost one of their starters. Luckily, it was only a dislocated elbow, not a broken arm or whatever. So I don't know if he's going to be back this week or not. I haven't seen anything on that. Probably not. He'll probably be out for at least a little bit, but he should be back.
Yeah, because it was definitely a bad one. It looked broken.
It looked pretty. It was pretty messed up. It was pretty messed up.
But I think the Buccaneers should have no issue there.
Absolutely. I mean, their defensive line is still completely intact.
Yeah,
absolutely monstrous, and their offense is obviously intact. And they need to get their running game in check. Like that wasn't looking so hot last week, but
that's just that. I mean, at this point, that's just a nitpick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they should win that without a doubt. They're a better team in every single position.
Vikings Cardinals. I think the Cardinals got an easy game here. Yeah.
Cardinals. I don't trust the Vikings at all.
No, and the Cardinals played phenomenal last week.
They played lockdown against the Titans.
Their defense was on fire.
Chandler Jones, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles,
Yeah,
killing it.
I
And I
mean,
mean, they didn't even need to sign J.J. Watt. You know,
the
they got
momentum,
they got Jones.
right? The momentum they have right now,
Yeah,
I don't
and
think the
not only that,
Vikings can stop them.
Kyler Murray played a pretty great game too. 5 touchdowns, I think like 300 something yards, like
Yeah,
300, 320 or something.
yeah. So, yeah, the Vikings I don't think they have what it takes to shut them down.
No, I mean they might have a decent offensive day, but I just don't think they're gonna have as good of an offensive day as the Cardinals. Because like once again, on paper, the Vikings offense is still decent. You know, they have Dalvin Cook who's really good. Adam Thielen's pretty good. Kirk Cousins ain't the worst. You know, he ain't the best, but he ain't the worst. Uh, I mean, I don't know if they have Kyle Rudolph anymore, but it's like I mean, their offense might do a little something, but I just don't think they're going to be able to stop the Cardinals enough to do anything. You know, the Cardinals
Right.
got too many weapons.
Well, Titans Seahawks. Um,
I mean, if the Titans have a bounce back week and actually play to their full potential,
right.
that they can win this game. But
And
you know,
the Seahawks don't have the run defense the Cardinals have.
no, they do not. The Seahawks still do have they have a decent defense.
Yeah, they do. It's not, I mean, they're a good team.
Yeah, I think.
But I think the Titans are the better
it?
team here.
Okay, I think the Seahawks are going to win. They're at Seattle. Seattle is one of the biggest places for home field advantage.
Yeah.
One of the loudest stadium.
Yeah. I think in
and
Seattle.
I think on paper they're just about equal teams, pretty much. Like they both have 2-star receivers in AJ Brown, Julio Jones for the Titans, and then DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson is obviously Russell Wilson.
Right.
Ryan Tannehill has played great ever since he's been with the Titans. But I think the Seahawks defense is definitely better than the Titans defense.
Yeah.
But is it so great that it's going to be able to stop all these weapons? We'll have to see. We'll have to see if the Titans actually play that good. Because, I mean, they have the potential to run all over the Seahawks defense. I mean, why not? They have Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. They have a pretty good tight end, pretty decent O-line, and Ryan Tannehill. They should.
Yeah.
They shouldn't struggle on offense. So, but
yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks in this just because they're at.
Yeah, I'm also going Seahawks. They got the
home
home field advantage, and
the 12th man's no joke.
No, it is not. That's a crazy stadium.
All right, Cowboys Chargers.
I think I'm going to have to go Cowboys here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you.
Even though the Chargers won week 1 and the Cowboys lost, I think the Cowboys looked better in their loss than the Chargers looked in their win.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. The Cowboys looked good in that loss.
They did look pretty good, and I mean,
Dak Prescott looks great coming back from that ankle.
Elliott is still not looking too great, but I mean,
he might be washed up. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see. They're gonna have to get a bounce back game with him. I think this might potentially be a bounce back one with him. The Chargers have a semi decent defense. They have like good players, but as an overall defense, I feel like they're nothing too great. So I think Elliott can have a big day against them, and obviously they went against the Buccaneers last week, and the Buccaneers were just scoring for the most part.
Right.
You're not going to be running the ball a lot when you're down 15 or like 14 points, 21 points.
Right.
Yada. So like he was running a decent amount during the first half, nothing too great, but then they basically just completely abandoned the run because they had to pass to get back in the game.
Right.
So if the Cowboys get the lead and then maintain that and just continue running, he can have a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I just think the Cowboys are a better team. Better team than the Chargers. Chargers, they're decent though. They're still decent.
And then
I think they have a first-year head coach though, so we're gonna have to see how they do this year with that.
Then the primetime game on Sunday, Chiefs Ravens. I think on paper the Chiefs should win this game, but
I agree.
the problem is the Chiefs have a habit of letting people get ahead and trying to come from behind lately.
They do, and it's not gonna always work.
No. I mean, unfortunately, the Ravens let the Raiders come from behind last week, so...
Yeah. I honestly, I think the Chiefs are going to win because I think the Ravens are on head a little bit right now. Yeah, I think Lamar, he's big sad that he lost the game. Yeah, he looked like he is 40 on the sideline after that fumble in overtime. He looked like an old man on the sideline. It was kind of funny a little bit.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs
they're
are going to
be in
pull
their own head a little bit.
I think the Chiefs are going to pull this one out as well.
And I think they're technically a better team as well. I think Mahomes is better than Lamar. Like Lamar's definitely a better runner, but I think Mahomes is definitely a better thrower. And I mean, Travis Kelce is better than Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is still a really great tight end, but Travis Kelce is the best tight end in the league. Tyreek Hill is definitely better than Hollywood Brown. Here's their other receiver. I don't even know. Was it Willie Snead? Was he the one that? No, he was on the Raiders and dropped the pass. I don't even know who the other receiver is. The Chiefs are just a better team, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And then Monday night's game, the Lions-Packers. And
Lions on primetime?
Lions on primetime.
They had 0 primetime games last year. 0.
Lions on primetime, baby. I'm picking the Lions in this game, man.
Honestly, with based off of the week ones, the Lions looked like a better team.
Yeah, the Lions looked really good, and the Packers, the Packers offense looked awful last week.
Yeah, all the Aaron Rodgers theories of him throwing potentially, if those are true, now obviously I'm going Lions. I mean, if he's throwing the games and the Lions still find a way to lose, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick the Lions this week. The Packers should win. Don't get me wrong. The Packers should win.
That's why I'm so tempted to choose them because they should win. Packers or Lions. I'm going Packers. I don't think Rodgers is throwing. I think it was just a fluke. He knew Tom Brady got beat 38-3 by the Saints, went to the Super Bowl, so he did the same thing. He knows what he's doing. I'm going Packers.
I'm going Lions.
I hope I'm wrong. I would love nothing more than for my Lions to take number 1 in the NFC North because I think the Bears are going to lose. I think the Vikings are going to lose. But you think the Bears are going to win,
right?
So if your predictions are true, they'll be tied for first.
That's all right. The Lions will pull it off for the rest of the season. They're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
That's right. Super Bowl bound. Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is all we needed.
It was actually Goff the whole time in the Rams. Everybody's thinking it was McVay and the defense carried him. Tom Gurley carried him through those playoffs. It was Jared Goff the whole time, and he's gonna show all the haters.
All right, well, that's our picks for the week. Tune back in on Thursday night or Friday or whenever you decide to watch it for our recap of the Thursday night game, Giants-Washington. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.